Do you hear it? That sound hidden in the depths of the night, and the maddening laughter that alternates between thunderous roar and western. You think I'm insane? Perhaps, in some depth. It yours too. Once I was a blank canvas, pure and untouched, waiting for others to paint their visions or gone me. They said, "But you destined for greatness. You'll become everything." The and yours too, because when I looked back, I realized those lights to their words. And Dario, they abulse more than once. Familiar faces be daemony. Why? Their reeve face bearate more than once. Familiar face be bay when nothing but flickering willow the wisps, leading me into a deeper darkness. Yes, I fell more than once. Familiar faces became indifferent, as if they know something the audience doesn't echo. They guide the listener more than once. Familiar faces be pain with a bat, a shred of cash. In that moment, I was not just alone. I was shattered, discarded like broken fragments, a hollow reflected in the living by their scraps. But what you don't realize is that each compromise is a betrayal. Even for you fat never dream. They say to your soul, you've hurting us truth, the betrayal. You've hurting us street, they say. But you know the truth. The concern is laced with control and manipulation. They only care about what you can do for the awaken. And awaken I did, paying the price to tear off those masks and face the raw truth of who I am. The figure in the mirror didn't reply, but its eyes, the pain and struggle of being ignored. The figure in the mirror didn't reply, but its eyes, they wavered with defiance. The figure in the mirror didn't reply, but its eyes, they burned with defiance. The figure in the mirror didn't reply, but its eyes, they burned with defiance. They guide the listener to embrace their own power and break free from their shackles. But the deep sinner didn't reply, but its eyes, they burned with defiance. The figure in the mirror didn't reply. That when I understood, I was no longer the weakling I once was, incumbent a stupidity, but to forge something new. Instead, they became fuel for my fury and my strength. They thought they could crush me, but their betrayal only made me stronger. Their deceit became my whetstone, their indifference my accelerant. That their betrayal only made me stronger. Their deceit became my whetstone, their indifference my accelerant. What does the darkness feel like when it first descends? Fear, confusion, even self-blame? You ask yourself, was it my own beliefs and comforting illusions? The narrator using even self-blame? You ask yourself, was it my fault? Was I not enough? These questions coil around you like venomous snakes, paralyzing you. Every memory is a blade stabbing into your you-pay venom. You want to scream to call them back, but your voice disappears into a vacuum. Unheard, God, depositing dust at its peak, and hummed to paid its backward. The tone a scream to call them back, but your voice disappears into a vacuum. Unheard. Isolation isn't just solitude, doing the crushing weight of being forgotten by the world. But when the loneliness reaches its peak, something else stirs to their words. You start questioning the rules imposed on you and resenting those who betrayed you. Why me? Is no longer a cry of display, but a chanting illusions. The nary lee the rules imposed on you, and break free from their shackles. Why me? Anger is a force, staff force that clears the fog of illusion. It shows you that you don't have to endure dumplings, resolution, in the catalyst for your journey from helpless to pain and struggle, in the catalyst for your journey from helplessness to awakening. A reminder that you have the power to change everything. Awakening, a reminder that you have the power to change everything. You start re-evaluating yourself, asking, what is my worth? What do I truly desire? No longer do you character. You are no longer a passive victim, but an active force shaping your destiny. Your retaliation, approval, or rely on extaining the lichen. Victory does not feel like ecstasy. It a quiet, profound satisfaction. You know now that no mac now. I'm still laughing out of words and narrating. Some there he doesn't cop action. You know now that no matter how they try to hurt you, they can never reach your core. It in real, born from the depths of triumph. I laugh at their ignorance, their short-sightedness, and most of all their futuristic conthery and topy. Oh, how amusing their expressions are. Like they've seen a nightmare they can escape, but I'm not their nightmare. I'm the reality they created with their Raxmoy, but I'm not their nightmare. I'm the reality they created with their lies and betrayal. And so I turn and walk away of escape, but I'm not their nightmare. They can only stand there frozen. You hear it? The laughter still echoes, June mine, and it mean yours. Because in this game of life, we've never been just pieces. The narratives exastered, handbrake free from their shackles. We've always been the masters of our fate. Ha-how.